So it's the mid-1980s, and Land Rover have tasked themselves with building a car that bridges the gap between their luxurious Range Rover and the more utilitarian Defender. This project was codenamed Project J, and the design brief was simple. Build a car that had all of the off-road capabilities of the Defender, but with more of that everyday usability and accessibility that came with the Range Rover. The first concept was unveiled at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 1989, under its new name, the Discovery. And today, some 32 years after that first concept was unveiled, I've got the keys to a brand new 2021 model year. And today I want to show you just why I believe this is the best family SUV money can buy. So here we have it then, the new 2021 Discovery. And this update comes with all new technology, a range of new engines, and some new-ish looks. Park your new Discovery next to the last generation Disco, and you might find it difficult to spot the differences. But don't worry, because Rybrook have got me here to help you identify where things on the outside have changed. First of all, there's this grille. It's a bit of a different design compared to last generation. I'd say it's got more of a honeycomb effect. The front and rear bumpers use a slightly different trim to give it a slightly updated look, and what you'll notice most at the rear is there's now no tailpipes. The easiest to spot difference is these new LED matrix headlights. They look a lot cleaner, and they've got this nice funky pattern on the inside. And at the rear of the car, the Discovery badge has moved to here, from here. Step inside, and this is where you'll find the majority of that new technology, and you'll notice a lot of the more substantial changes. The last generation Defender used a 10-inch infotainment screen, whereas the new one uses an 11-inch curved screen. And where the old analog dials used to be, there's now a 12-inch digital driver's display. Both of these screens use Land Rover's latest PV Pro software, which I found to be very, very intuitive and very easy to use whilst on the move. And one of my favourite features about them is that they'll update wirelessly, meaning you'll never have to go to the dealership to get the latest software and install some of the latest features. It can all be done from the comfort of your own home. Other new interior features include this new steering wheel and the fact that, well, the old pop-up gear selector wheel has now gone and it's been replaced with a standard gear selector lever. And finally, where the 3 heater control wheels used to be, there's now just a pair of multifunction dials that still control the air conditioning and the heated seats. I strongly believe that the new Discovery is actually one of the most versatile family SUVs on the market. It can be optioned with up to 7 seats for those families that need that extra passenger capacity. And by doing that, you actually don't compromise any of the load space. You see, the back 2 rows of seats can still be laid completely flat. And by doing that, you get yourself a bit of an off-road van. There's a whole range of trim levels available for your Land Rover Discovery as well. You have the Discovery S, the Discovery Commercial S and SE, and then there's this, the R Dynamic, which is available both as an S and, as I've got here, the HSE top of the range model. This one comes with these lovely 22-inch alloy wheels, and the R Dynamic provides a little bit more of a sporty bodywork look. One of the biggest changes for the 21 model year is under the bonnet, as you've now got a choice of 4 engines. You have 2 diesel options. Both of them are 3-litre 6-cylinders. One of them produces 250 brake horsepower and the other 300 brake horsepower. Then there's a choice of 2 petrol engines, one of them being a 2-litre 4-cylinder which produces 300 brake horsepower, and then there's the range-topping 3-litre 6-cylinder petrol option which produces 360 brake horsepower. That aforementioned 360 brake horsepower engine is capable of propelling your Discovery from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 6.2 seconds, which, for a car this size, is very impressive. So what does it drive like, you now might be thinking? Well, this is a D300, and let's jump in and find out, shall we? The new Discovery is an absolutely lovely drive. every single one of them comes with air suspension as standard. And air suspension, well, means the ride quality is very Range Rover-y. It's very, very smooth. At the moment, I'm driving over a field and, well, it's absorbing every single lump and bump on this terrain. With it being an off-roader, it has a lot of ground clearance, which when I'm driving on roads like this, I've noticed means it's not got a very sporty ride, but what it does have is a very, very comfortable one. And one of the other main benefits of having things like air suspension doesn't just make it capable off-road, it means that on the road, roads like this, at motorway speeds, the car can lower its ride height, which both not only increases its straight line stability, but also means it reduces the amount of drag it produces and increases its fuel efficiency. It's not just capable as an off-roader, it's also a very, very capable cross-country cruiser. It's an ideal tool for tackling things like family holidays. Load the kids in, put all the gear in the back, and off you go. On the subject of staycations and holidays, the accessories list for the Discovery is absolutely massive. There's things like bike racks, canoe and kayak racks, we've got ski racks and snowboard racks, there's, what other things have we got? Roof tents, roof boxes, you name it, you can fit it to the roof of this car. Then in the rear you've got those accessory ports which allow you to put things like iPad holders and chargers in there. You can fit coat hangers and coat hooks. In the boot there's boot liners such as the one fitted in here, which keeps things nice and clean, and you know, if you're out hiking with the dogs, it stops everything getting mucky in there. I mean, you name it, Land Rover have managed to design it and build it, and you can have it fitted to your Discovery. The list is endless. And then there's one other thing I forgot to mention, the activity key, which means you can wear the key on your wrist. It's a waterproof wristwatch of a key, which means when you're out mountain biking or surfing, you don't take your keys with you. You're not going to get them wet or lose them in the woods. You'll have it on your wrist, and it means you can lock your actual key safely inside the car. And that brings me back to my first point. I truly believe the Discovery is the most practical and the best family SUV on the market today, as it's so versatile. You can literally spec it with any range of accessories which make it more personal to you and your family. So there you have it then, the new 2021 Discovery. If you are in the market for a large luxury family SUV with 7 seats and an exceptionally comfortable ride, then you need look no further. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch today. I've been Jack, this has been the Discovery, we've been Rybrook TV. Please make sure you leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, that bell icon, and if you're interested in finding out more about these cars or want to book yourself a test drive, please use the links in the description below. And we'll see you next time.